Alright, welcome back to the channel, dear audience. We're doing Dragonbane. If you've never experienced Dragonbane, I highly recommend it. Lovely little game from Free League. Free League does everything amazing. We're big Free League fans here, I think. I am, at least. And I don't know if the others are. And it's a quick and easy game to learn, and it has all the fun you want from a fantasy game, basically. Right, people?
Yes.
Yes, exactly. Where we left off last, you have finally got... So these three brave adventurers are in the Misty Valley, exploring it to find the secrets of the Dragon Emperor. Because apparently the Dragon Emperor left some secrets behind him. And we want to know what they are. Do we? And we have finally arrived at Fort Malus, deep in the Misty Valley, to explore it on the off chance that there might be some interesting treasure and answers, maybe. There was a sneaking attempt into the fort from the people, and it worked quite well. And now they've actually talked to the presumably bad guys of this fort, a couple of Knights of Illidan, Knights of the Order of the Secret Flame, as it were. And they want to open a door to a cellar. And that is where we left off, wasn't it? We had someone, was it Grody? Or no, there was Aethuin, wasn't it? Who read the inscription on the door to the cellar. And that gave you a poem, which you will now have to, I suppose, decode in some fashion, right? Everybody's quiet.
Yes,
So before we dive in to continue this story, this show is rated R for, I don't know. Have we done any war crimes yet in this story? I don't think anybody has done any war crimes yet in this story.
Yes, the goblins has been suspiciously absent.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, yes. Yeah. But anyhow. And don't forget to follow the channel, subscribe to YouTube, press the bell icon, leave a comment. Are you for Sathmog or Illidan? Sathmog, the Demon Prince, or Illidan, the Dragon Emperor? Done dragons or demons? Which was the original name in Swedish for this game. So, apropos. Who's with us this morning?
I'm Ben. I'm playing Aethuin, who's a mariner elf.
I'm Roger. I'm playing Omvar, Wolfkin Animist.
And I'm Wouter. I play Sir Quinlan Ponsworth, a knight and a duck.
The Mallard Duck, and he is in fact outside the fort right now, together with all the other companions here. This group has collected quite a gathering around them. The most recent person being Ossiar, an explorer, he says. A couple of elves who are missing their friend who was kidnapped by these Illidan knights. Alphelia, another knight. We have plenty of knights around here. I guess she's the grumpy human knight, but she's very handy with a warhammer. And yeah, so right now there's like 4 knights in the vicinity, 3 of whom are NPCs. And 2 of them are Nicleon and Isadelia, the Knights of Illidan, who have, in a very grumpy fashion, accepted to talk to these adventurers, and maybe even going to give them a job guarding the premises while they continue with their excavations and explorations of these ruins, since the adventurers they hired didn't actually spot the adventurers who snuck into the fort. So there's that. So yeah, that's the current situation in this fort. And yeah, so the Verse. The drop is east of the heart, but not in the center. The heart is not by the leaf, but just east of the sun. The sun is neither in the far west, nor the far east. The moon is next to the drop alone. The leaf is west of the heart. Now, we have already said that in this war, some horizontal indentations at chest height, each one round about the size of a silver coin, and there's a bright yellow crystal lens that has been placed in the leftmost indentation. It's easily removed, and as you're reading this poem in the common language, Nicleon the Knight will produce a bag where, and it's a small pouch, really like a coin purse, and he is opening it, and there's 4 more crystals there of the same size, round, about the size of a silver coin, and they are green, red, blue, and off-white. Seems to me that these are supposed to go into these indentations, says Nicleon.
I've got the way to cheat massively here.
Okay.
Okay, Omvar will into the room. I don't have control. I can't move myself.
What? There you go.
Oh, yeah, move now. Omvar will come across, take the crystals, just stuff them into the slots in any order, and then we'll do the clean room magic trick, which has a very specific description that says the room is cleaned and put in order.
Very creative attempt.
That is very creative. Should I allow that? That seems like the cheapest cop-out ever in the history of ever. But on the other hand, it seems a bit inspired. What do we think, folks?
50-50 roll.
In order. Okay, I guess everything in this room will suddenly be very orderly. Now, Nicleon hasn't actually put in the crystals yet.
Yeah, I said Omvar would take them and stuff them in just any order.
Oh, right. Huh. Tricky players. I'm not sure that's gonna work. Does it say correct order? Everything is orderly around you. There's no more debris around here. Yes, it's very nice. All the piles of rock have been swept into a corner. It's suddenly very neat. I think everybody's gonna be like, oh, very neat. Nice, we like this.
The actual words are, the room you're in is cleaned, all dust and dirt disappear, and the room is put in order.
Yeah, it's put in order. It's all very ordered now. I'm not sure it's going to apply to magically switching the crystals into the right order, because it's more fun to solve a puzzle.
In that case, I'm worth try.
Yep.
Read poem for you. Manacle keys. Hold out his hand so cause he wants to go and let the elf woman go.
Oh, right, because you did translate the thing, didn't you? Yeah. Yeah, he's going to give you those.
Yeah. And also, as Omvar is walking out, we'll just say, tell guards we bring reinforcements. And then we'll go back.
He's gonna be
We'll
like,
go out.
what kind of reinforcements? Says Nicleon very suspiciously.
You know, well, just while it's by the door, we'll say party who couldn't sneak in due to armor clanking. Fine, they're friendly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I have a feeling there's going to be some people around here who's going to be a bit, you know, suspicious of everything. But that's okay. Yeah, you're going out there. Let's see now. I am thinking about things. Well then. I see. Umvar, as you are walking there, I'm gonna send you something. Actually, I'm just gonna describe something. You're feeling the okay, there we go. This is what I'm gonna do. Sorry. You're feeling things! There we go. I've said it in the Foundry chat. As a whisper.
And can I do a language roll to see if I recognize this language it's whispering in?
Absolutely you can. That succeeds. Well then. While you are pondering that, what are we doing with these crystals? Aethwin and Grody, I guess. Grody is, of course, an NPC, so... And what is Sir Quinlan doing outside? Like, you've heard nothing so far.
Well, he's still waiting for either a signal or the sound of weapons clashing to see if he needs to run in there.
I mean, the guys upstairs here on the wall, they're basically just patrolling back and forth and, yeah, watching out for any mischief while you're keeping hidden outside, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I see no reason to cause a ruckus if there hasn't been any disturbance yet.
There has not. There has not. Aethwin, you are looking over the poem. Any ideas for how to do this?
Yeah, this is like one of those logic puzzles. So what do the different crystals look like so we can get a sense of which is which?
Well, we have all together, they're all coin-sized and a crystal, so you can see through them. But they're different colors. So, and the colors are, quite simply, green, there is one off-white, there is a yellow one, there's a red one, and there is a blue one.
Is it possible to add the poem to the journal because it's quickly moving up the game chat?
Right. Yes, it is absolutely possible to do that.
Thank you. All right, all your game master rolls as you prepare the worst for us. It's gonna hide it soon.
Not at all. Everything is fine. There's no risk for anything here. Just because the GM is rolling some dice doesn't mean... Okay.
More manticores.
The manticores just wanted to be your friends.
Yes, they're very playful with claws and fangs. And...
Yes, very playful. You know, like
So looking
really
at the-
big cats.
So assuming the gems are the things being mentioned, like the leaf is the green gem, the sun's probably the yellow one. Off-white is the moon. Heart red. What would the what am I missing here? The
It's
drop,
drop.
is blue. Okay. So the blue one would have to go to the right of the heart. And to the right of this, and the heart is to the right of the sun. The sun's in the middle. Moon. Okay. So these all have to be placed in something or on something on the wall.
Yeah, there's 5 indentations in a row. So basically, you'll go like left to right.
All right. So the sun it is in one of the middle positions. The yellow is in the middle position. Okay, so
Right now, they started with putting the yellow one in the far left position.
okay, we're gonna have to move that.
Yeah.
The blue one goes in the far right because it says the drop is east of the heart and it's next to the moon alone. So then it's the off-white one right next to the blue one. So in that second to last position. Then it would be the sun. Then so the yellow one in the middle, the red one right next to the middle. And so I guess that would mean the leaf. Okay, no, that can't be right because the heart is not by the leaf, but is just east of the sun. I need to write this out by hand because I'm losing track of trying to do it in my mind. Okay, so the drop, so the blue is in the far right.
Meanwhile, Omvar has reached the door, and I guess we're going in to unlock the door to...
From this ancient language I heard, what language is it? Because if it's a demon language, that suggests a different course of action to anything else.
No, you don't think it's a demon language. It's something else. Hard to tell exactly. Very ancient.
I'll go in, lock the elf, and as I'm doing it, ask her what she knows about what's going on here.
She will thank you. Thank you, she says. I'm Iliel. Finally. She's standing on her feet. She's proud. She's imposing. Her ankles and hands were her ankles were shackled and her hands have been tied to behind the back. I don't know exactly. There's some kind of ancient writing on the door in the keep. These dragon knights took me against my will here. I think there was another prisoner held here, just next to me. I heard screams, agonizing screams, a few hours ago, and there was a crackling of a fire, and I felt horrible smells. I think he's dead by now.
Say he's cultist.
I don't know. Anything is possible with these people.
Okay, I think I've
I'll
got it.
take her back out through the wall and take her back to the other elves.
Very well. So you're going to be on your way here to the other elves. Right. Yeah, Aethuin, you think you got it?
I think so. The only thing, and I'll need to ask the group, when it says moon is next to the drop alone, does that mean moon is the only one next to the drop, or the drop is the only thing next to the moon? It's phrased vaguely.
Poetry, right? Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the moon is alone. So, okay, I'm going to do red in the far left, then yellow, then green, then blue, then off-white. So, blue has to be east of the heart and not in the center. Ooh, no, it's got to, okay. So the original way I had it then has to be it. So it'll be red, yellow, green, off-white, blue. That's what it'll have to be.
So
Hopefully I didn't mess this up.
what did we say?
Okay, red, then yellow, then green, then off-white, then blue. Because the blue can't be in the center, so it's got to be on the end. So that means when it says moon is next to the drop alone, it means the moon is the only one next to the drop. Because the drop can't be in the center. Unless center only means literally the center position and not the center 3 positions. This is...
Well, we try, right? So you put it in that order, and nothing happens.
Okay, if I can try
Okay,
switching
so then
them.
that would suggest moon is next to the drop alone, which means either the moon or the drop is on one end. So
Yeah.
just like switch those out.
Yeah, can we switch white and blue on the end then? So it'll go red, yellow, green, blue, white.
You can, absolutely. Red, yellow, green, blue, white. Still nothing happens. Meanwhile, Omvar is like coming and there's gonna be these guys. Hey, who goes there? Who are you? What are you doing? Alarm! Because they're gonna see you like walking across the courtyard with the prisoner, presumed prisoner. And so they're gonna scream and raise their heavy crossbows at you. What do you do, Omvar?
Umvar will just employers have new friends. Don't need prisoner anymore.
You know what? I think before anything bad happens, Isadelia is going to come out here and say, you know, let her go. It's fine. Because it is by now. We've made an agreement. Also, you're all useless up there, guards. How did you not spot these people come in? I don't know. How did they? And they start blaming each other, basically. But yeah, I think certain elves will be very happy to see their friend come out. And you know what they're gonna do, Omvar? They're gonna give you a mastercrafted longbow. Thank you so much. You have been a most loyal friend. Alphelia will want news. Sir Quinlan, look, Omvar is coming out with the elf woman. What do you do?
Finally, let's move forward to secure her.
Right? Ossiar is gonna sneak up there and go like, what about my friend?
I have to ask what I've heard inside.
This, but I was trying to decide. He should. I think we'll deal with Ossia out here. I'll just say, what do you know of your friend's religious beliefs?
What do you mean? He says. He's faithful to the gods, same as everybody else, I guess.
They say cultist.
No cultists around here.
We know that's wrong because we fought them earlier. So
What? Huh? You fought cultists? What kind of cultists? I don't know anything about cultists. I just know they took my friend.
what are we thinking we want to do about this? Because we bring him inside and get try and get the story, or that could kick everything off in a pretty extreme way.
I mean, does he look sincere when he's saying that?
Sure. An interesting thing about Dragonbane is that there is no insight check. There is, in fact, or no equivalent. There is, in fact, a heroic ability that allows you to spend willpower points to detect if someone is lying, but not about what they would be lying. So one fine day when you get your heroic abilities, I guess you can, get that one. But until then, you will just have to decide whether you believe in NPC or not.
I mean, it seems just as likely he could be lying as that he couldn't be. I mean, not everyone is gonna tell their buddies that they are worshipping Setmog after all.
The only thing I'm really worried about is if we bring him inside, the Knights of Eladine may react badly and just attack him for knowing a cultist.
Ophelia will just say, well, why don't we check his arm for the tattoo? Meanwhile, inside the big keep, we have another attempt here. Green, yellow, red, white, blue. And nothing happens yet again.
Okay, can I try switching the white and blue again?
You absolutely can. And as you do... Let's see now. As you've been working on this for a little while, let's see if anything else interesting happens. You never know. Apparently, nothing special happens. But
No traps or explosions.
You switch the white and the blue, so now it's green, yellow, red, blue, white. Mm-hmm. And the door, yeah. The crystals are placed in the right order. The whole door flares up with an inner light that shines through the lenses with almost blinding intensity. The door slides open by itself. You feel the musty smell of the darkness beyond the threshold that mixes with an acrid, pungent stench. And you hear a croaking, chuckling voice saying, Rotlaug is free! Make way! Time to make things grow! And out of the dark comes a huge thing moving. It's as crooked as a dwarf birch, with skin as rough and pale as the bark of a birch tree. The face is dominated by a wide, toothless mouth. The nose is like a small bud. The eyes like tiny peppercorns. And I guess, it's surrounded by swarming hornets as well. I suppose we roll for initiative, because that's what we do here, isn't it?
Raw for initiative.
Was that thing's voice deep and booming enough for us outside to hear it?
I have a feeling that you're all gonna hear it very quickly, yes.
Okay, in that case, I guess we'll just do the quick tattoo check on Ossia, and then come running back in.
Everything is gonna happen at once, isn't it? So, Umbar, I need Sir Quinlan to take... There we go. As always, you take an amazing initiative card, don't you? Aethuin, what do you want to do?
So the first thing I need to do is get out of the way.
That seems like a good idea, yeah.
So I'd like to move like here. Go. Do I immediately start shooting at this thing?
Up to you.
We tried talking to it since we're...
Yeah. So these are the two, I'm not going to call them villains, but everyone's a villain, feels like, in this story.
Because we're outside, I can't actually see what this thing looks like. So I can't tell if this thing is like obviously corrupt and horrific, or if it's just like some nature spirit that needed to be freed.
I think either a Beastcraft or a Myths and Legends roll would be needed for that. Also taking a turn to actually think about it. So,
Yeah. Let's see. Does this count as something I could use being thin-skinned as an excuse for? No, it's not like taunting me. It's just
it's not.
weird.
No, it's really not taunting you in any way, shape, or form. It's just, bellowing.
Okay.
Or you could just turn to the Knights of Eladine and ask, was that supposed to happen?
I guess you could.
I'm gonna start shooting at it. I think it's weird enough. I'm freaked out. Can I shoot it? Like it?
Absolutely, you can shoot it.
It doesn't let me target it unless
There
that
you
it
go.
or is
Yep,
that the door?
it's targeted
Okay.
now. Yep.
All right, it's hard to tell on my end.
Well, that's a hit.
Good.
Dunk! An arrow is sitting now in its great big body. That's about all you can tell. It doesn't seem to react to this arrow at all. Yet.
All right, and then yeah, I'm gonna yell like what is this thing? And that'll be my turn.
That is your turn. Up in a different part of the world, Ossiar is definitely not wanting to be grabbed by... Wait, what happened? Why isn't... Oh, there we go. Ossiar doesn't want to get grappled by Alphelia, so Ossiar is going to try to run away. And since we don't have enough map to reflect that here, I'm just going to have him run along the edge here. So he's just absolutely booking it. Omvar, you're up. I mean, not like that's an admission of guilt or anything, you know?
I guess I'm going to run after him and trip him over with my stave.
Well, you have 14 moves, 14 meters of movement before you have to take an action, so you can not quite trip him. Oh, yes, you can. Do you have enough reach for the stave? Inventory, staves, staff. Does it have enough reach? Range 2 meters. Is that enough? No, it's not.
Each square 1 meter.
It's 2 meters. So he's actually, just out of range. You need a 4 meter range. But look at how far you got, and you still have actions. Like, you still have an action left. So clearly you're much faster than him.
Oh, in that case, then I will just use my extra movement just to get in front of him.
That makes sense. You can easily catch up with this fellow. Which is going to be a problem. Like, if you win the initiative over him, he's going to be in trouble, I think. So, very well. Omvar has done a thing. The big Rotlaug thing will just move past everyone here. It doesn't seem to care to... Well, maybe it does seem to care about Aethuin, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Aethuin, you could have moved further than that, I think. Because you have... Yeah, you can move one more space, can't you? Like, you moved... If you want to be out of range here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can move one more step. You could be over there.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Because,
Yeah,
I would think that Aethuin would move as far as he possibly can. Right?
Yes.
Which is far enough to get out of the way. Upon which, I guess, this thing will actually use its action to move one more step to get close enough to Aethuin, but Yeah, it can't actually attack you because you're just moving a little bit too fast. It's just it looks really angry with you though. It doesn't look happy at all. Alphelia is gonna do the same thing as Omvar because clearly this guy is probably a cultist and she doesn't like cultists, so she's gonna run right after. That's her entire turn. Nicleon the Knight will bring out his weapon and attack the thing with his heavy warhammer. In the name of Eladine, die, monster! And swing it. And he's good with his hammer, as you can tell. It's gonna do 15 points of damage on this thing. And you can hear a thwack against its braunchy body. But once again, does it shudder a little bit? The leaves, the foliage of this thing? Maybe, yeah. It's not down yet, that's for sure. Aldonil is a bit confused at this moment. Like, they've done what they came for. They have no beef in the fight inside. But on the other hand, you've been helping them, and there's still adventurers in there who might need their help. So, and on the third hand, there's a potential evil cultist. Should Aldonil go inside and help out there, or try to bring down Ossiar? I'm gonna roll a d2. If I roll a 1, he goes inside. If I roll a 2, he's gonna try to bring down Ossiar. Apparently he's going for Ossiar. So, like so, and then just shooting Ossiar, I guess. Because why not? And that's a hit. So Ossiar is hit by the arrow and takes 6 points of damage and screams in pain. Ah! Doesn't have any armor, so that just goes straight in. Okay, the adventurers around here are going to just panic and run, because that is what we do here. Oh my! So, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nopey nope. Absolutely not sticking around. Just ran away. Grody does need to get his check mark for this session, so he is gonna run up and scream, "Die, monster, die!" That's the best way to go about it, isn't it? With his short sword. Yeah, that's what he's gonna do. It's a hit. Look at him go. 11 points of damage. His short sword goes into the body of this thing and... chop! It sounds like when you're, you know, putting a sword into a tree, I guess. The tree doesn't seem to mind a whole lot at this point, which is a bit weird. Okay, this adventurer up top here is confused. Shines the light out there, but, I mean, you're having a fight out here, so that doesn't seem to be a problem. Then shines the light into the yard and just gets ready for something bad. Like, what's going on? What's happening? I don't know. Eliel... well, she definitely owes Omvar a debt, doesn't she? Unfortunately, since she doesn't have any weapons at all, there isn't a whole lot she can do other than grappling, I guess. So she's going to run up here and try to help out in whatever way she can. This adventure...
by the time it comes to Ossiar's turn, he's just going to be boxed in.
Yeah, that is pretty likely, isn't it? Everybody's just running after him. So this adventure here is going to do like the other adventure. Like, nope, 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 thank you. You're not paying me enough. That's... just running away. Here we go. Sir Quinlan, what might you be up to? Everything
I have
is
to
happening around you.
reinforce the gate.
You were gonna run to the gate?
Yes.
All right. You have 12 if you're doing a full dash.
Yes, I'll do that.
It's kind of
I
sad.
suppose.
In a full dash, Quinlan runs as far as Omvar does in a single move. All right, move your token, sir.
1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the door anyway? Over here, right?
Yeah. You can move
That's
6
12.
squares at a full dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you get up to the door. That's as far as you get. Instead of,
I still can't see a thing here.
you're just running. I can open the door for you, though. Look, you can see things. And there's screaming and running and such. I think Orphan will come with you, actually, because, you know, they owe people a debt here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like so. Yeah, I think this adventure is going to do, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And just generally, like, what is going on here? What is happening? Don't know. Have no idea. Isadelia is hearing the screaming from inside, and she's going to come running to help out. So she's going to do exactly the same thing as her friend Nicleon did. Attacking the great tree monster thing, I guess. And she has a longsword. And she's using it. Boom. She hits it. And she does 17 points of damage. Aren't you glad you didn't fight these guys? It's gonna go thunk into the tree. And yeah, I mean, she has a big shield as well. And that's about it. Yeah. Okay. That is what everybody has done for now. Should Alphelia spend a willpower point for her veteran ability to keep her 4 initiative on the chance that OCR gets a worse initiative, or do we want to get a better initiative? It's a 50-50, it's a 40% chance that she can get a better initiative, or the same.
She'd probably use it, right? She hates cultists.
Yeah, but like there's a chance that she can get a better initiative than she has right now, so maybe she will just go for the chance here. 4 is not particularly good. She's the only one who can do this. Alright. If she failed miserably, OCR will be way ahead of her. Nope, just ahead of her. But Omvar and others will be ahead of OCR, so I guess that's going. Okay, this adventure will keep running. I'm out. Nope. Okay, thanks. Bye, everyone. Just running
Guess
away
you'll need convincing.
And Sir Quinlan is gonna see this guy coming running here. Sir Quinlan, you're up. Are you gonna run the other way? I guess we have like passing each other.
Like, let's see. I can go here, right? Yeah.
Absolutely. You can go.
I'll just say to this adventurer, stand your ground, Scott! Where's your runner?
Yeah, apparently they don't have any. Since I don't have any, I'm out of here.
I can't persuade him.
If you want to stay there, let's see now. You have 6. You moved 4 now, so I'm going to have to put you back here.
I moved 3.
Oh, you moved 3. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Who moved? Who wasn't their turn? I don't know. Oh, I moved Orphan instead of you. Sorry. Yeah, okay, there you go. You're right. So, yeah, if you want to roll a persuade, I guess, you can do that.
Yes, I want to do that.
Go ahead. Roll persuasion. I think you have a Bane, though, because he's very scared. So, roll again.
Okay, yeah, I'll just do another one.
Yeah. He really doesn't want to be there. But it doesn't matter, because you are someone who's putting the courage of, I don't know, the gods or goodness inside of this guy.
Stand with me!
Yeah, so I guess this adventure is going to obey orders and turn around. When is their turn? Which is not right now. Well, Nicleon will not give in to this horrible thing. And you know what? Okay, yeah. You know what? Nicleon has a veteran ability and is going to use it. But not this turn, but it's going to use it next turn. He's going to attack with his heavy warhammer. Bam! And, oh my god, that is kind of embarrassing. Oops. Oh dear. That's bad. When Rotlaug gets a chance, Nicleon will be in trouble, I think. Okay then. Orifin is going to be running, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's as far as Orifin will get. Aethwin, you're up.
Let's see. I can't shoot it if it's standing next to me, right?
You can, but I do believe that you have a Bane. On the other hand, you can move away from it, so, and then shoot.
Oh. These stairs don't look too safe, but I'm gonna move, I guess, here.
All right.
And then my bow skill is better than my dagger skill, so this is
That makes sense, yeah.
oh, miss.
Not good enough, apparently. Miss.
We're gonna have to push this roll.
Hit. Stump. How much damage will it do?
Not bad.
Not bad. How much damage have we done so far between Isadelia, Nicleon, and Grody? It's been a lot. We're
None.
up to 50 or something?
Yeah, but it's not reacting well.
No, it's not. Thump. Another arrow is sticking out from this tree thing. Aldenil has been, targeting Ossier here. Do we want him to shoot again? Or just run? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you take another shot? And hit. And do some damage on Ossiar. That was terrible damage, though. Ossiar screams, "Ow! Stop!" That's another arrow sticking out of the man. Ow! Oh my god. We have an adventurer on the wall who is seeing that other adventurers are running away and probably will bug out too. But not yet. What's happening down there? What is even going on? Yeah, they're very confused and don't really know how to react yet. Umvar, you have Ossiar right in front of you. 2 arrows have struck home. He has screamed in pain.
I'll trip him with the stave to stop him from going anywhere.
Very well. A tripping attack.
Wait, I think was there a segment, an option there I should have taken for the trip? Does it make any difference?
Topple, let's see now. Yes, a little bit. It's an opposed skill roll, your weapon versus their evade. You get a boon because you have the toppling feature. So you can roll again because you were trying to topple him. That was way too many dice. Why did you roll? Oh yeah, you if you click the tripping feature, you don't have to add a boon because it's added automatically.
Oh right, yeah.
But regardless, you would have succeeded because rolling an evade check here. Ha! just jumps over you. Over your staff. It's not toppled at all. Which means that if you have to... Okay, yeah. He evades your topple. Just like that. But Eliel is here too, and she can try to brawl. This is going to be a grappling attack now instead. Her brawling is not terribly good, mind you. Yeah, that didn't work at all. They're all on top of this person, aren't they? Okay, Rotlaug. I mean, we already know that Rotlaug is going for Nicleon because of that opening, don't we?
It's gonna fuck him up.
Yep. So, that's gonna be, well, ferocious branches and roots attack Nicleon, and they're gonna do 3d8 damage. Crunch. 15 points versus Nicleon's 6 points of armor, and that means 9 points in. Nicleon screams in pain. Ah! He doesn't even have a shield, as he's slowly crushed by the enveloping flora. This guy is running away. Okay, thanks, bye. Poor Nicleon. We know it's not easy being Nicleon right now. Alright, 4, 5, 8, 10. Because you haven't persuaded him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 5. There. OCR. Force! Die for Southmog! Short sword's gonna be stabbed. I mean, the game is kind of up, isn't it? Who are we stabbing here? Are we gonna stab Eliel or Umbar? We're not gonna stab someone with a full plate armor. So, 1 or 2? Okay, we're stabbing Eliel, apparently. She just got free, and roll damage. 5 points. Ah! She cries out in pain as OCR, the Nefarious, cuts her with a sword. There's complete chaos, everybody. I mean, he won't want to try to run away, but he can't because he's boxed in. So Alphelia will end him. Die, evildoer! And it's a hit. And he falls with his head completely smashed in. And then I guess Alphelia will start running the other way because, you know, there's trouble inside too. They need us! This Adelia is going to attack Rotlaug with her longsword because her friend is in peril, isn't he? That's a success. She will do 15 points of damage. Rotlaug doesn't seem to care in the least right now. I think that might be bad news for everyone. We'll get a little bit closer here up on the parapet, but, you know, what is happening in there? Grody, who, well, you know, he can't let up a fight against a monster, can he? He hits. He will roll damage. And that was kind of pathetic. Alright, we said that Nicleon is going to spend some points here to retain his initiative. So it is now locked. Everybody else will just have to have a new initiative. And it's going to be adventure number 1, who is still like, what? Could anyone tell me what is happening down there? While Nicleon will try again. Die! Beast! Really? A second mishap in a row? How?
Did
Oh
he
my.
burn that Sekmo cultist and get cursed or something?
He's dropping his hammer, probably as part of, you know, his attempts here to do something. It gets knocked out of his hand. He has had no luck at all. Umvar! Apparently, OCR, maybe he was a Sathmog cultist because he was screaming about Sathmog, but he's now dead because his head was bashed in by Alphelia's Warhammer.
So I'll use my entire turn to get back in and to get where the action is.
Very
I
well.
think we're going to go through the crack in the wall.
Yeah, that's probably
to
faster
go.
actually. So that's a better idea. So you can run 14 squares because you are that fast. Yeah, crack's right there. Fly like the wind, you fool! Is this gonna be a fly, fools? He's fast, Umbar. Being a wolfkin and having high agility, you're just blindingly fast across the battlefield.
The thing is still in this room, right? It hasn't come out to the courtyard somewhere.
Yep, it sure is. Okay, since you went through the crack, I guess Alphelia will too. 4, 5. I mean, Orifin is standing here and keeping a distance, because that thing is big and scary, but, you know, we can shoot. We can shoot it. Why not? Thump. And it's a hit. For a little bit. It maybe just scrapes the bark of the thing, I guess. Isadelia will not give up.
This is going to look like one of those lumberjack competitions where they have to chop through a massive, like, tree trunk using just an axe.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's a hit. It's another hit. She does all those points of damage. Right into the mass. It doesn't seem to be reacting very much. Yeah, we have 2 adventurers here. We're just curious about what's going on and trying to... I mean, something is going on in the courtyard. You know what? Let's run up there. 6, 8, 10, and another 5. Grody will attack because Grody is a brave one. I mean, right now, maybe Grody should start singing. Ah! Destroy this thing! He's already tried to attack it, and it didn't do much, so... We're gonna definitely use the musician here. Brr, brr, brr. He's starting to blow that horn of his to boost your chances of hitting. Everybody will feel inspired and now have boons on attacking. Rotlaug will attack either Nicleon or Isadelia because they are close by. Nicleon is a 1. Okay, Nicleon gets another 3d8 points of damage. Squish. That's 16 points. That's another 10 points. Yeah, you can see, Aethuin, how Nicleon just gets crushed under the weight of the branches and everything. And Isabella is screaming, "No!" at the top of her lungs as Nicleon dies horrifically in front of her. Eliel is nursing a wound and going to move up to I guess, I mean, yeah. Okay, she's going to grab the short sword that Osier had, so She's not going to be able to run her for full length here. Aldenil is running inside as well to see what's going on here and if Aldenil can help out in any way. And yeah, there's now a group of people coming into the courtyard here. Maybe you'll get some reinforcements. Who knows? Well, you ordered this adventure to turn around and do it. So that's what the adventure is doing. That's 5. That's a short bow. Can't really see the thing from there. So we'll have to run up like that. Will not engage in close range combat. Quinlan!
Yes, time to move another 6
Yes!
squares, I suppose.
Sir Quinlan bravely did not run away. Sir Quinlan bravely
Exactly.
ran closer.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can almost see it from here.
You could almost see it from there. Yeah. Getting closer. Aethuin.
I'm loath to get closer to this creature, but there's a fire over here. Maybe fire helps?
Maybe.
Nicleon died without doing anything useful.
Apparently.
So I'm not unhappy he's dead. Okay, that thing's still engaged with Adelia, who's
Yep.
there. Okay, so I'm gonna go here. Can I light one of my arrows on fire using the fire there?
I think we need special arrows for that sort of thing. Like arrows that are
Oh.
prepared with things.
I don't think I
That
have
burn.
Yeah.
So then I'm gonna move towards.
You could grab a torch, maybe, like grab a stick and try to chuck it on it, I guess.
I'll do that. What is my stick throwing skill? Let's see.
I'll call it like axes, I guess, because I guess it's closer to an axe or something. So it's not amazing.
No.
Or possibly hammers. It's the same kind of principle, really. It's not going to be amazing. Yeah.
Not amazing is right.
But you have a boon because Grody is blowing the horn, right? So that's a thing.
True.
Not necessarily this turn, though, because you're picking it up this turn, so...
Yeah, I'll pick it up, and
Yep.
then I'm gonna move. I can move one more spot, so I'll go here.
Sounds good. All right. We have an adventurer who is running away and is out of the fight. Bye! Okay, and Nicleon is also out of the fight because he's dead. Adventure number 4 is gonna shoot on Rotlaug, the horrible thing, with a short bow. You know, try to do some damage. It's a hit. Donk. There's now another arrow sticking out of it. How many arrows are sticking out of this thing by now? There's a bunch. And then maybe move backwards a little bit, because we don't want to be too close. We want to be within range, so it can move like that. And still be in range and shoot, so... Aldenil! Aldenil the elf is coming up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that brings Aldenil close enough to actually be able to shoot. So Aldenil will do that. They're helping you like you helped them. Isn't that nice? This is all to keep you guys safe. Thump! 10 points right into this thing. Another arrow. It's starting to look like a pincushion by now. Well, Rotlaug doesn't seem to care too much about the arrows and is just gonna do 3d8 damage to Isadelia. Well, Delia, that's 9 points of damage, which is terrible, but Isadelia is going to try to parry this with her large shield. What? Why are they mishapping all the time? They're coming across as the most incompetent knights ever, and it's not even their fault. Oh my god. So I guess she gets 9 points of damage on her, which is gonna be like... Well, she still has the plate armor, which soaks up 6 of it, but... ow. Oof, she says, as she takes the damage. And that's also, you know, using up her action for the turn. Umvar! You can now get close enough to actually see the thing.
Okay, I want to do a beast law check on. This is beast law, right? Figure out what this is.
Let's see now. Beast lore. That gives you rare animals. Animal or monster? Yes. Well, isn't that good? You identify this as an ancient nature spirit. You cannot harm this thing. None of all of you around here can harm this thing. I guess you'll have to shout that to everybody.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that. Tell everybody to back up and get away from it.
Yep. Get away, everyone! Isadelia has already used her action, and she's like, never! Eladine will prevail! So, Quinlan, do you want to back away from it, or are you going to be foolhardy and attack it?
Actually shouting that we can't hurt it, or just telling us to get away.
Isn't that the question?
Yeah, I guess since that is a pretty important bit of knowledge, yeah, would say that.
We shall have to fall back a bit to the eastern part here, so we can watch it while it goes, while we, I guess, work on a different solution to deal with it.
All right, so Quinlan, are you going to run a full tilt, or are you going to just...
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3... I'm just gonna shout, fall back, form up!
That makes sense. Very well. Aethuin, what do you want to do now that you've heard this terrible piece of news that you can't actually harm the thing?
Well, I could keep moving backwards into this room where it was sealed in and get myself blocked in.
That's an excellent idea. Maybe.
I'm going to try to move there. And then, how far can I move?
And taking an action as well, you can move 6 squares. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 2 more. If you want to take an action. If you want to dash, you can move 6 more squares afterwards and not take an action. So.
Okay, I'm gonna do that so I get out of this room. So 1 more, 2 more, and then
now 6 more. Yeah, for your dashing.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can still see it and shoot it from here.
Oh look, all the elves in one spot. Almost. Alphelia, she is coming in here, but she hears you screaming about, you know, we can't kill this thing. So, I guess she will form up with Sir Quinlan. Form up here on us! She screams. But, you know, she can't really see the thing from where she is. And also, she doesn't have any ranged attacks, so that's basically it. I guess Eliel will come in, hear you scream, and stick to you then. Adventure 1. I'm out of here. They ain't paying me enough for this stuff. 8, 10, and then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, I'm not sticking around for this. The brave adventurers are running away. All of them, except for the guy you told to stick around. Orphan will try to take a shot. You never know. It's like the instinct in his spine right now. It's a hit. And it doesn't do anything except making the pincushion more pincushiony. And then he moves. And I guess that's gonna be it for the turn. Omvar, you're up first.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to try and talk to this thing. That languages, since I understood what it was saying before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Close, but not this time.
Oh, shit. Succeeded.
You did. What are you saying to it?
Great Spirit, forgive my associates. They acted in haste. You wish to leave.
All right. It will answer on its turn if it answers. What do you do next?
I guess we'll say,
Are you gonna move? Is my question. Rather, you have 7 squares to move if you want to.
no, I think I'll just stay where I am. But could I also say, just repeat to Isadelia again, to get away from it and let it leave?
For sure. Question is, will she listen? I think we're all holding out here with Iliel. I don't know, St. Quinlan, do you want to hold out there as well?
Hold here.
What was that?
Let's just hold here for now.
All right. Well, it seems that Isadelia is not going to take your advice, Omvar. No! This is for the Dragon Emperor! Really? Oh my god. I have now rolled 4 mishaps in a row for these 2 nights. What are the odds, you guys? I should probably start playing on the lottery or something, because this is starting to become... Oh my god. She tosses her weapon 5 meters in some direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She tosses her weapon. Okay, it's gonna smack against the wall and lying here in the next hex. But, yeah, so to pick it up, you must move and then perform an action. I guess she can move to go to the weapon. But she's not gonna let the thing pass. Jesus Christ, their luck is so horrible. Are they the most incompetent knights we've ever seen? And look at this score too. Like they're good at fighting. They're not bad at fighting. Okay, Aldenil will take Umvar's advice here, because that seems like solid advice, and just move up here to everybody else. Thank you very much. Elphelia does the same thing. And so does Orifin. We're holding up here. Nobody has persuaded the adventure of one way or another, so I guess he's just going to try to shoot again here with a short bow. And miss completely. And then go up here to be well out of the way. Because that thing is big and scary. And it's screaming and doing things. And you know what happens with the other adventurers? They're out of here. Grody does have his flaw. He must slay all monsters. Is he gonna act on that flaw or not? I'm gonna roll a d2 here. If 1, then yes. If 2, then no, he's gonna take your advice. This is literally his flaw. He's gonna take your advice. Oh no. So he's gonna run out here. Past, how quick is he? He's an old mallard too. Not very quick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like so. And then he's gonna come up here. Close. He's an old man and he runs faster than Sir Quinlan. I don't know what to say to you about that, Sir Quinlan.
Yes, poor Sir Quinlan. He can't run.
He can't. Rotlaug will take a step up and crushes Adelia, obviously, because she's in the way. And that's going to be 7 points of damage on her. 1, 2. Ah! She screams in pain as the roots and branches and leaves and everything just twists around her, and she's now badly injured. Aethuin, you're out of the way.
I am, thankfully. Let's see. How far can I throw this torch thing I'm carrying?
Throwing ranges. Thrown weapons. Oh, I think that's under. Let's see now. Range combat. What is it? I know where I can find that. I can find that in the gear, because that's where we have all the ranged weapons, like throwing things. Strength. You can throw at strength meters.
Okay, which is not great. 9. It's too far. I'm gonna move. Okay, I can move 6, right?
Yes. 6 squares.
Okay. So, oops, that's the measuring tool. Come here. I'm gonna toss the torch I have into this little.
Yep, the pyre.
Fire. And then, so it's 1, 2, 3. And then I'll move back to, we'll join Grody here.
Yep. I mean, you can do the whole dashing thing if you like, because tossing the thing counts as basically just dropping the thing on the way.
So I'll move back to this spot. And then...
Very well. And you can guess what that other adventurer is doing. He is running away, and he is gone. Like, no, I'm out of here. Thanks, bye. So that means it's Adelia. She's a veteran, but I don't think she's gonna use. Oh, she has the defensive power here. So let us use that to parry that incoming attack. Look at her go. Excellent work. She parried it. She didn't take all the damage. I guess. Alphelia standing by. Umvar, what do you want to do? Get out of there! She's screaming to you.
Can I drag Isadelia away from it?
I'd say that's a strength check. She's a powerful person. She's strong. She's a knight, after all. You're gonna grapple Isadelia. I feel like that's a grappling attack.
Oh, yeah, and I'm exhausted, so I'm gonna be...
That's gonna be great, yeah. Points for heroism, though.
Where is just doing that? What do I click on for that? Is that just strength, or is that something else?
A grappling attack is, in fact, let me tell you, everything about it. Extra, read all about it. Special attacks. Grappling. So, you try to grapple a humanoid enemy instead of inflicting damage. This is handled with an opposed roll between your brawling and the enemy's brawling. The attack counts as an action for you, but not your opponent. It cannot be dodged or parried. So, basically, you'll take a step here, use your action to grapple her, and she gets to use her brawling to resist your grappling. Your grappling is obviously amazing, right? Because you have a 5 brawling. And you have a Bane on it. I'm sure it's going to go.
This is going to be terrible, but... Right.
So we're stepping up here. Failing miserably.
I will try and...
I mean, it makes sense to be scared right now. But you still fail. Which is not strange, because of everything that's going on. Like, hornets are buzzing all around you, and foliage is just everywhere. Leaf, foliage. It's Adelia screaming. It's mayhem.
I've done what I can, so I'm just going to pull back to where everybody else is.
Yep, that makes sense. You can go 6 more squares.
So I'll come down this way so I'm not in its way, assuming it leaves through the front door.
Right. You can go 2 more squares, I believe.
Right.
You tried. You tried. Well, Isadelia will spend her action picking up her sword. That's it. She is not budging. Aldenil, I mean, all of you are just kind of waiting around right now, aren't you, Sequinlan? Just waiting for the big thing to arrive. What? No, oh, sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Let's see now. I was at Orifin. Oh, this guy. He's gonna run up to all of you because he doesn't want to be alone down there. Scary. Okay, Rotlaug will attack her again with 3d8 damage. You know the routine by now, don't you? She is defensive. She's gonna keep being defensive and using her large shield. She gets an extra action that way. Haha! Clank! Dunk! You can hear the slam against her shield. How long will her willpower last, one can ask? Aethwin?
Anybody's got a decent, like, persuade or charisma skill or whatever it is in this, persuade. Just try and talk Isadelia into getting away from this thing.
I do not. I've got a 9. I guess I'm just gonna wait here. Like,
Yep.
I'm out of the way. There's not really anything else I can do.
Fair enough. I'm just gonna do
Next turn, I suppose.
an end combat for now, as you will hear. I mean, Omar, you can move up to the rest of them. You will hear Isadelia keep fighting against, impossible odds against this thing. But sooner or later, the sound of combat is going to end when her screams are cut short by, well, you know by what. And you will hear Rotlaug scream, "Make way, time to make things grow!" And yeah, it will move up towards the tree. And I don't think any of you will interfere with it at this point, will you?
Possibly.
And it melds with the tree. It just melts into the tree. And the tree starts growing larger and larger and larger. And branches and roots crash into the ruins. Yeah. Cracks, buds and blooms sprout everywhere. Feel free to run away if you like. Because, otherwise you're going to be covered in roots and things, basically.
What's left of this? Maybe pick up a weapon?
Maybe, yeah. Not impossible. But at the moment, intense.
Be good in that direction if allowed.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm out.
I was thinking about going that way, but I didn't want to get trapped in the room in case it kept growing.
Well, it does keep growing. The
But,
entire place is going to be completely overgrown. You're never going to guess what the last adventure is going to do.
Right.
How could you guess?
They all run eventually.
But
Right,
yes,
so this
I think...
direction.
Oh, you're going to run that direction. Okay.
Yes, it's gonna cut through here and grab the
Isn't that
weapons before.
Okay. I'm just gonna sort of... I think you're all running outside the fort. Because that's about what you're gonna have time for. But the good news is that after a few minutes, the growth will stop. And the whole place will be completely overgrown. The keep itself has collapsed inside. It's an overgrown ruin. It's kind of hard to distinguish it from the forest that surrounds it. But that cellar, it's not impossible to get to it. You just kind of move into what's left of Fort Malus. And there is an enormous apple tree now with so many golden apples that are ready to be plucked. And yeah, there we go. Are we going into the cellar then, I guess, to discover what might be hidden in the cellar of Fort Malus?
Question what might be hidden there. Yes, also there's 3 weapons to be picked up here.
There are some stray weapons to be picked up.
Hammer. I would like a hammer.
Potentially. They might have been jammed into the place by roots and branches. I'm gonna roll a d2. If I roll a 1, because this is a rolling low system, you will be able to access the weapons. If I roll a 2, it's gonna be stuck under root and branch. Unfortunately, that particular weapon, the longsword, is stuck under root and branch. How about the large shield? The large shield is not stuck under root and branch. Do you want a large shield, Sir Quinlan?
Why not?
You had a small shield. A large shield is bigger. Right? You now have a large shield. That also means that you are not over encumbered. Yay! Also, Nicleon left. Go ahead.
This is like 1 in the morning. Should we make camp here before we push on into the cellar, just in case something else happens down there? Then we're in peak condition.
That makes sense, I suppose. The terror of the place is over. And now it's just a forest.
The hammer.
Yeah. A heavy
We don't
warhammer is in
know-
fact available too, Sir Quinlan, if you want that.
Yes.
I'm surprised.
I'm not.
Mm.
And again, these are my thoughts being beamed out, so...
Right? You have... And you're good at hammers, so a heavy warhammer will fit you very well indeed. Instead of a broadsword. But you're good at both swords and hammers, so now you can make choices, as it were. Alright, Umvar, you wanna... It's gonna be strangely peaceful here, and I think you can get your hands on apples. If you want. You already have 4, so I think we're gonna increase your inventory here to 20 in total. 20 golden apples, Umvar. Also, roll for making camp. We need to set up a tent, don't we? It's very uneven
actually-
ground now. You know what? We need some trees down here, don't we? Trees everywhere! Look at that! You will be able to sleep here, those of you who want to.
Oh, are we still sleep deprived?
So with us our standing guard before we did anything?
Yeah, I think we
all
did go
overgrown now.
because we went and camped with Ossiar before we came in, so I guess that means we're not sleep deprived.
This is true. Yeah, you're
Sort
not
of
sleep deprived.
distrusted him, but not enough to kill him.
Yeah. Turns out he was in fact a Sothmog cultist. There was the tattoo on the arm.
Bastard.
Yep.
Now he's just completely disappeared under the roots.
Yep. Also, Umvar, you're gonna get the mastercrafted longbow from the elves, because they much appreciate your help. I think they're gonna camp here with you for tonight, and in the morning they will be off. I don't have a mastercrafted longbow as a treasure here. That's really annoying. I'll get you one eventually. But you have a longbow now, if you want one, Umvar.
Unless
Or
the
no, because
mastercrafted-
no, you can't shoot a longbow. Neither can
yeah,
Aethuin. So the only one who can shoot the longbow is Sir Quinlan.
unless it be mastercrafted reduces the strength requirement.
Let me have a look. I'm not sure it does. I think it just increases
Is
the
that for...
breakage.
I would probably just hit someone else accidentally if I tried shooting a bow.
So maybe you should start practicing.
That's. I mean, it's good to have a ranged option
You need a ranged option, my friend.
instead of waddling somewhere very, very slowly.
Yeah,
Right?
plus Sir Quinlan is like 4 feet tall. It's a longbow. He's going to need a step ladder just to fire it.
Oh, it actually does reduce the strength requirement by 3 and increases the durability by 3. So a longbow will then go from strength requirement of 13 to strength requirement of 10, which in this case doesn't really help Aethuin, but does it help? Yes, that means that Omvar can use it. So does Omvar want the mastercrafted longbow instead of Sir Quinlan then?
Hell yes.
Of course. Why do I even ask?
It's good to have someone capable of shooting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder
Longbow?
if when they say mastercrafted, they mean like, you know, like modern bows have like those pulleys on and the string goes back and forth a few times.
No,
That
no, it
makes the
does
bow
not mean
really,
that.
really powerful.
It's
with
just
a
a
light
very
draw.
well crafted longbow. So you know, it's maybe it has a better, and maybe it has the best possible tree kind that makes it more powerful and, well, not more powerful in terms of shooting, but the durability at least. So it has a durability of 9 and a strength requirement of 10. So you can actually use it. It's a very nice bow.
So that's another short bow we can sell when we get back to town.
Yep.
Which is like the foundation of our economy.
It definitely is. So I guess all the elves will join you here and Alphelia as well. Alphelia will mourn the passing of the knights and whisper a prayer over them. But yeah, here we are in the camp. Well, it's already a camp prepared here almost. So, I mean, it's going to be all, twisted and turned, but Umvar is setting things up so you can, rest here for the night. Is anyone going to keep watch overnight? You know what? Iliel is going to volunteer that because you helped her and you freed her. So that allows all of you to rest overnight. And look at her. She rolls a 5. That's great. That got intense, didn't it? Is everybody else sleeping for the night? Well, she's keeping watch.
Keeping watch as well, or more like keeping watch on the person keeping watch, given his capabilities.
What, Iliel is the elf you just rescued. But if you feel like she might be a cultist too, you can always check her arm. So who's sleeping? Nobody sleeping tonight?
I
will sleep.
Omar sleeping. Alphelia's gonna sleep. Grody's gonna sleep. He's very he's very angry about not being able to slay the horrible tree monster.
Of course.
Yep.
Am I able to make my way into there?
Oh, absolutely.
No.
Turns out the cellar is in fact accessible.
Okay. I do need sleep.
You do need sleep. Yeah. You can get there. I mean, the keep itself, like, there's just basically some walls left, but the ceiling is just being absolutely... So you do need the tent to not be rained on. This is definitely a part of the forest now. So Quinlan, are you sleeping or not?
Yeah. Also keep watch.
You're going to keep watch too. Very well.
Yes.
Roll your awareness then, I guess. Which is astoundingly good, isn't it?
It's getting better.
You're not even, sleep deprived, because look at you. Look at that. Okay. I'm going to allow everyone... What was that?
I'll keep it like this.
Okay. Everyone, you can click on the rest button. You have had a long rest. A shift is going to pass without any horrible dragons or demons affecting you. And in the morning, of course, the 3 elves will part ways with you. Thank you very much for coming to my help. It is much appreciated. We wish you the best of luck in the future. And I hope nature will be with you. And all the gods as well. And so they leave.
Before we go into the cellar, Onvar is just going to do a full circuit round the outside just to make sure we haven't missed anything.
I can do a shift rest for that, right?
Yeah, for the sleep. Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Just making sure before I click the button.
Sir Quinlan is not allowed because Sir Quinlan has stayed up all night. But you're not sleep deprived because you slept in the evening, so you're fine.
Yeah, he's fine. He's a happy duck.
Happy mallard, if you please. Mallard.
Duck.
Yes. Well, says Grody, are we going to see if there's anything interesting in that basement or not?
Yes, maybe we might actually come across a monster we can't kill.
Ah, then we will kill it!
Did we already check out this room that thing was trapped in?
You have not, no. It's the cellar. You'll have to go downstairs for that.
Hidden
If
in
you
the
go
cellar.
there, you should get an option to actually teleport down to the cellar. Did you get an option? No?
No.
My celery thing doesn't work. I had it all set up so nicely. Teleport token.
Very sad.
For some reason it doesn't do that because I hadn't actually programmed it properly. Okay, let's do that then. Come on, update the region. Let's go. Teleport the token. Will it work now? I don't know. I thought I had fixed it. Come on, region. Teleport the token. Nope, nothing. Damn you, region. Okay, anyway. The cellar, I mean, it's really not much to speak of once you actually get into it. It's a crypt with a stone floor, 6 by 6 meters, and a low ceiling, and everything here has crumbled into dirt, just about. There's a cracked urn, and there's some things down here, yeah. There are definitely some things down here in this musky, stinking of rot basement. Let's see what we get for you. We're gonna get some stuff. Treasure. Okay. We're gonna get... Have I dealt them now? No. Okay. That didn't help at all. Okay. I'm going into rollable tables instead. I was going to deal you some cards, but it didn't work for me so well. Oh well. There we go. Okay, treasure. Here we go. So, you are going to get... Ooh, look at that. A poison dagger.
Nice.
Who is
I like daggers.
Who is picking out the dagger from the treasure heap? Let's see now. We have 4 people here. It's gonna be...
You poison yourself if you fail the roll.
Yeah.
If the Knights of
Grody
Eldine had
has
got
to do
down
it.
there with their look, they probably wouldn't have lasted a day.
It's a D5. So, 1d5. There we go. It's gonna be Grody, who has to roll an evade check to not, hurt himself. That's not good, because his evade is terrible. That was close, but he succeeds with his evade check, so he does not, in fact, get poisoned. Well, that was the first treasure. It's great. Who wants to have that one?
I'll take it because I need daggers.
Very
Use
well.
daggers.
Aethwin will get a poison dagger. Okay, there is more stuff down here. A master crafted dagger. Look at that, Aethwin. It's all the daggers today. I don't know if he's taking it, but I put it on your sheet anyway. Apparently the nobles here had a dagger collection. And, not surprisingly, a silver ring. Who wants a silver ring? Anyone?
Is this another of these ridiculously huge silver rings?
Yes, it would be. guess Grody can grab it if nobody else wants it, just to carry it.
For a decent price anyway.
Right. So, silver ring. Whoop. Yeah, it weighs 1 for some reason. Did I add the daggers and whatnot to Aethuin? Let's see now. You have added the poison dagger. I haven't added the mastercrafted dagger. Provided, of course, that you want the mastercrafted dagger. Aethuin? You'll have to decide. And finally, what else can we find down here? We can find silver coins, 30 of them. Since there is 5 of you, that is an even split, isn't it?
Finally, even split.
Yeah. Should I put it on your sheets? I'll put it on your
6
sheets.
each,
Yep,
right?
6 each. Should I put it on your sheets, or
That
will you
is-
put it on
I'll
your
add it
sheets?
to mine at least.
Alright.
What's that? You said 10 extra silver.
6.
6.
And that is basically all the treasure you found down there.
Can we tell what the Knights of Eladine were actually expecting to find down here?
Not really, no.
So, but I guess that's not gonna work anymore.
Yeah, Alphelia is definitely like scratching her head and like, what were they looking for down here? That was of use for a knightly order. Apparently nobody knows.
There
And
aren't
there's
any
nothing
other
like-
symbols, right?
There's nothing like in the remains of their camp, like a journal or anything on any of the bodies.
Nope. They have a sleeping fur and their plate armor. That's basically it. I don't think you can get the plate armor though, because it's stuck underneath a ton of branches and roots. But their sleeping fur might be available for you. Let's roll to see. 2d2 for sleeping furs. One of them is available. The other is buried in the foliage. I'll put a sleeping fur on Grody then, I guess. Everything can be sold, right? Alright.
How close are we to carrying capacity now?
Probably kind of close. I don't know.
I can still carry a decent amount of things.
Let's see now. It is raining today, isn't it? Yay. We love some downpour and really muggy too. It went from, you know, snowy to summer, like just shifting. This must be inland climate, clearly. All right. So are we all, I guess we're all down in the basement, aren't we?
Mm.
I'm just gonna pile you all up here in the basement, even though I don't know why the thing didn't work properly. I mean, you know, I think I updated the region. I told it to teleport. No, it just cannot seem to. So strange.
Anybody see it?
Oh,
just
that's
still-
how I do it. Okay, now it works. I had forgotten how to do the maneuvering properly. Gotcha. So... I just am not used to the interface, that's all. There, and now it will work. So, I guess now I can do it. I've learned something new with the interface today that I had completely forgotten about. I've done this before and succeeded, and boom. We want to teleport everyone. There you are. And now we can all get down there. And there we are. I did it! That's the basement. That's all there is.
Worked for you, I suppose.
That's it. That's all there is.
I thought it would be more, but
Yeah, there isn't.
huh.
I guess the choice is now, if we're close to our carrying capacity, we're probably best off heading straight back to town. But there is also the option of we're in what looks like, I think if I remember it rightly on the big map, just one day's travel of a couple of other map sites that we could go to operating out of this as home base.
Yep, that you are. Alright, so who's heading out? Let's see now, do we have... Okay, Omvar is underneath the token there.
Yeah, I guess so. If
We
we
could try it, yeah.
Alright, Grody's heading out. There we go. And... Oh! Roll an awareness check, everyone.
All right.
Manticores are back.
Oh, that would be something. Yeah.
Omvar is the man. You can hear voices upstairs. Very distinct voices. Screechy kind of voices that are, you know, very goblinoid in nature, in fact, Omvar.
And I guess by this point we've just got like our shorthand signals, and there's probably just something like, just means goblins.
Yeah, exactly. So what do we want to do? Grody doesn't hear anything, so he's going to start walking. Because he fumbled it. Will you have the time to grab him before he walks up? And oopsies the whole thing?
Yeah, I will go behind him, put a hand on his shoulder to stop him and let him know what we're about to walk into.
I'm going to have you roll an agility check to do that. Before he actually has a chance to walk up. If you fail, he will, in fact, not notice you because he failed his awareness check with a demon! Okay, good for you. So you'll stop him. He's like, oh. So what do we do, folks?
Can we understand the goblin language? You want to say it?
They tend to speak common, but they're too far away to actually hear what they're talking about. You can hear their voices, but not more than that.
I guess we just go up and do the tree spirit one final favor by cleansing the area of goblin.
Sounds like you're prepping an ambush to me. Let's see now. Ambushing. That's what we're looking for, isn't it? Sneak attack. So, when you sneak up on someone undetected and perform an attack, it's called a sneak attack. It can be done with both ranged and melee weapons, but never during active combat, unless you have the backstabbing heroic ability. So, who's going to roll a sneak check?
I've got 12. Has anybody got better?
Grody's sneaking is an 8.
Mine's also just 12.
All right, so I guess
It's-
the two of you will have to do the sneaking because Ophelia has armor and everything. Look at that. Omvar has a 10 on the sneak. So I'm going to move Omvar here and teleport you. And then I'm going to roll a awareness check for the Goblin. Sneak attack. Here we go. Moving close enough. Oh no! The sneak attack was gonna fail because Ombar is not gonna be detected, but Aethuin is. No. Omvar is gonna be detected, but Aethuin is not gonna be detected. So, good for Aethuin, I guess. I'm gonna put... You know what? I'm gonna do like this, that you are here, and... Do you want to do a ranged sneak attack or a close combat sneak attack? Aethuin.
I've got that fancy poison dagger.
Right, so you're going to sneak all the way up, so the goblin will notice, I'm going to put you there, and the goblin will notice Omvar. And, you get the chance to do the thing, I guess. So, because you're sneak attacking here, your attack, you can choose any initiative card you want, and you get a boon on the attack. So I guess you want the initiative card number 1, don't you?
Yes.
I would not be surprised. So I'm going to add everyone here, except removing Isadelia and Nicleon, who are dead. And I'm going to give... No. I'm going to get Aethuin. You're going to get number 1. There. And... Rotlaug is no longer on the scene. So... All right, there. And the rest of you, draw initiative cards. It's time.
Or I.
Yes. Quinlan. Oh, for some reason you haven't been added. I don't know why. Sir Quinlan, Ophelia, and Grody. Here we go.
Oh, disappointing again.
You're doing great. You're doing absolutely great. So, Aethuin, you start this by stabbing a goblin with a poison dagger, apparently. And you have a boon on the roll.
Alright. Yep. Wow, there's actually different actions to choose, like find weak spot, topple.
Yep.
Interesting. Alright. We're going with stab. We're going with one. Oh, that's a bane. I need a boon. That would have been bad.
Well, you do have a boon for the sneak attack.
Alright.
Can not dodge nor parry this one. You're using a subtle weapon, aren't you?
I don't know. I don't know it's...
Your dagger,
Nice.
is it a subtle weapon? It is subtle, so you gain another damage die.
What kind?
I will tell you right now. It is, in fact... Sneak attack. Here we go. Sneak attack. You gain one more damage die for that weapon. So it is going to be 2d8 instead of 1d8.
Alright. And then, so there's the extra d8.
So that's going to be 8 points in total. Ow. The goblin didn't see you coming and screams in pain. Yep. What kind of poison is that? Because you just stabbed it with a poison, didn't you?
Did we roll what type of poison it is?
We
before?
didn't. Roll a d3. Let's see what kind of poison it is.
Okay,
It is
two.
a
choice.
paralyzing poison. So this goblin will have to roll a paralyzing constitution check to not be paralyzed completely. And it fails, and it's paralyzed. Cannot move or do anything. That went well, didn't it, Aethwin? Did you want to move as well?
Goblins
Suppose
are all
if you
outside
wanted to,
this
you
room.
could move up to like here, so
Yeah,
you
I was-
could knife them as they come through the door.
I was thinking the exact same thing. You're brilliant.
I'm going to make you invisible because you are in fact being sneaky, aren't you?
Indeed.
Yeah, the sneaky elf. Well then, what was that noise? Let's see, it has a short bow. 1, 2, 3 is... Oh my goodness, look at that hairy wolf. Miss. That's an arrow that just flies past you, Umvar, and slams into the wall next to you. Yeah, this goblin ain't doing nothing. Here's another one. It's gonna do the same thing. That's a hit. Thunk. Are you gonna dodge that, Umvar, or what? Evade? As the skill is called.
Yeah, we'll do.
All right.
I'm just going to be the arrow sink because they can all see me.
Yep, you are definitely going to be the arrow sink right now. So, yeah, you are stepping aside, and you're not going to be hit by that thing, but your action is spent for the turn. There will be more goblins. It's going to try to shoot you, much like all the other goblins. Ah, look at that thing! It's big and scary! Shoot! And run to have some cover here. That's another hit, unfortunately, Umvar. This time, you're gonna take some damage. Or are you? You have 1 point of leather, don't you? It glances off. Thunk. That was too close, wasn't it? Alphelia is now up. And she's gonna run up the stairs. There we go. And she's gonna keep running. 1, 2. That's all her move. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's as far as she's gonna get. Step. Ah! Scary night. Shoot it. Now it's shooting on Alphelia instead of you. Which is, of course, a hit. Oh my god! 9 points. Well, she is a good person to hit because she can take that kind of stuff. Ugh! It actually goes through the armor. Sir Quinlan, I'm guessing you're gonna run up the stairs, aren't you? The man, the duck, the myth, the legend. Like so. Boom, you're teleported. That's 1 step,
Run as close to them as I can.
2 steps, 3 steps, and then 1, 2, 3. Sir Quinlan is running.
Blink and you'll see him move, barely.
Barely move, yes. Yeah, there's gonna be just a shower of arrows here. And that's a complete and utter miss. Grody's coming! You know, Grody's coming! Okay, like that. There we go. 1, 2, but these aren't monsters, so he doesn't care. 4, 5, and then he's gonna blow his trumpet. Do you want him to nerf the goblins to make them have banes on everything, or do you guys want to have boons on your attacks?
I think it's better if we have the boons.
Very well. You're feeling invigorated. The horn of Grody is sounding. I really need a bugle sound, don't I? Umvar, you're finally up. And you have a longbow.
So we'll put an arrow into one of these further away ones.
You can do that, yes.
Because of the order of what happened, it would be like one arrow would bounce off the wall next to Omvar, and he'd just like look at it, and then another one would come at him and step aside, then another one would hit him in the chest and then just fall off his armor.
Yeah.
And then he just brings up his bow and draws it.
Yep. That was a lot of arrows. And then you draw your longbow. And you loose the arrow, and you lose the arrow, because it just swishes away. Clearly too much foliage around here.
I'm
Very
pushing
sad.
that.
Do you want to move at all?
God, I failed twice.
Oh, no. Out of line of sight. Never a bad idea. There's
Right
not
down to
one
this-
knight. There is two. Well, you know, nobody's going to say that goblins are a brave lot. Goblins are a cowardly and superstitious lot. Let's shoot again at Alphelia. You never know. You might hit something. Dunk, and that's a hit. 5 points, just glances off the armor. Moving over here. Thank you very much. Not gonna be. Sir Quinlan! Look at you go! You can not make it to this guy. Almost, but not quite. You can run up to him, but that's all you can do, because, yeah.
Suppose let's see, I'll just go here.
Nope, you can't. You can't pass them by because they're enemies. But you can get in between them
I
if you
can.
want. Yeah.
Here, yeah. Face me, creatures!
Now, Grody does have to blow the bugle again to keep the effect going. Very unfortunate, but there it is. And he does it. These aren't monsters. He doesn't care. Okay, let's shoot Sir Quinlan. Look!
Oh,
It's another
Could I have
armored knight.
Could I have put a boon on to fire the arrow because of Grody's blowing the horn, or does it automatically do that?
It does not automatically do that. So yes, you should definitely have had a boon on there shooting. We have to remember that thing. Well, that shot fails regardless. But let's see if Omvar actually... You get an extra die there, so... You might have hit a goblin after all. And re-roll it too, because, you know... Of the push.
I'll roll again. It's just one boon.
Yep. So, just roll a single die. You roll it without a boon. You just roll a single die, because we know that you failed with the other die. So you can just roll a d20 and roll it again if you...
Alright.
So, make it simple. Well, that's a miss. So, roll a d20 again. Let's see. Wow. 4d20 and all of them miss. That is, you're rolling like me right now. Anyway, order restored. Goblin here is going to try to shoot, well, has tried to shoot and failed, so it's going to move down here because there are scary arrows coming. Aethuin, you can actually not do another backstabbing attempt because you don't have the backstabbing heroic ability, so you just have to fight them in open combat now. But you can attack it with your knife if you want to, seeing as it's poisoned.
I'm gonna stab this one.
Stab!
I have 1 boon or 2.
You don't have any boons right now because the surprise is over.
Oh, but I thought.
Oh
with
yeah, you have
Grody's-
1 boon from Grody. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought.
See, I immediately forget it. That's my
Yeah.
autism, I guess. I don't know. Something. It's my something.
There's an enchanted weapon drop down that's different from the poison thing, right? So I'm
yes,
gonna
it
leave
is.
that.
Do not use that. Nice. Okay. Am I evading or parrying with a short sword? Doesn't really matter. So I guess I'm evading that.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, you're trying to stab it, and the goblin jumps away, cackles at you. All right. This one will shoot an arrow at Sir Quinlan because you're standing there and you exist. And you're also a scary guy. And that's a complete and utter failure. And then we retreat. And then we have a goblin who has to roll a constitution check to be able to move. That's a success. Look at it go. Well then, it shakes off the paralysis and will therefore attack Alphelia with a short sword. I have a feeling Alphelia will attack it right back. Oh no! Double damage. Unless Alphelia... Yeah, okay, Alphelia's just gonna take that, I guess. Ah! Right between the plates! But, you know what? Oh, shit, no. It's gonna be double weapon damage. So, it's still only gonna do 4 damage on her. She takes it. Why does she take it, though? She has to... Oh, because it was a crit. Yep, that makes sense. Her turn! Die, fiend! Morningstar. With a boon, thanks to I remembered this time. Well, that's a hit. Roll damage. All the damage. Yeah, I think she's just gonna cave in that goblin's face. Yep, that's 1 dead goblin. Crunch. Bash! Right in there. And then she's gonna move up to help out here, I guess. Of course, she can't attack again, because she doesn't have that type of heroic abilities. But that's 1 dead goblin, at the very least, so... This one has already used its movement, its action, so it's gonna move away from all of you because you be scary. And this goblin will also move away. It can move away because there's no enemies behind it, so... And then it will shoot Sir Quinlan. You can't catch me! It's cackling. But it's also missing. Omar.
Omar will move up to... Yeah.
You can see plenty of goblins to shoot at out there.
I'm trying to decide. Should I shoot one or should I Entangling Roots one?
You could Entangling Roots them now, because these are humanoids.
Yeah, I will Entangling Roots the one who said you can't catch me.
Okay then. Yeah, that would be this one. No, it's not. It's gonna be... Who was it? It was this one.
Do I have the boon?
Absolutely. That is actually hilarious. The distance is 10 meters on that thing, so you're gonna have to get close enough to do it.
Yeah,
But you can, so...
Yeah.
Like, so-ish. Is that a success? It's a success. Okay then, so what happens? There are entangling roots sprouting from everywhere. And it is a power level 1, so it does have a boon on the evade check. But it has already used its action, so it's gonna... That evade check is gonna be, like, next turn. And I'm gonna want to do a restrained thing for now. There we go. Ah! What is this? Omvar is just cackling.
do I have enough movement left to get back inside out of the line of fire?
Let's see now. I think so. Yeah, you can get in there. Yeah. So you were here. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, you can get there. That's as far as you can get. All right. We have a goblin, and it's gonna shoot a knight because the knight is scary. Well, no, we always shoot the spellcasters first, don't we? Ah! Wizard! Shoot the wizard! Oh my lord. How many 20s have I rolled this time? If my NPCs got extra, you know, they would get so many level ups. But not this time. Break the weapon! Okay. It's a bane on the weapon from now on. You shooting. It's like, no! What? It's gonna retreat even further. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No fair! Screams the goblin. Sir Quinlan, there is one of them ensnared. It's a perfect victim for you. I mean, opponent for you.
Once I get there, you can't really attack it already, but I suppose I can move to, let's see, here.
Yes, you can. Sir
How
Quinlan
long
is
does the
running.
snare last?
All right.
How long does the snare last?
It lasts, it says so on the spell description. It's a good question, isn't it? It lists a shift. So it's going to be there for an entire shift. Yep.
And, well, swinging my hammer around.
Yep. So, I mean, we have to shoot the... Oh, shoot the wizard! Shoot the wizard! Wizard's scary. You never know what wizard's gonna do. It's a hit, wizard. Thump. And that's gonna do 4 points of damage on you. Ah! You're hit in the thigh. It hurts. It's gonna run down here to be out of the way a little bit. Oh yeah. We're gonna hit the wizard. For all that we're worth. Oh my lord, wizard is double weapon damage. Ah, wizard is down, isn't he? Yes, he is. Thump. Ugh. Wizard is unconscious. An arrow hits him right in the what? I don't know exactly, but something important. Nah. Steps aside. This one will have to roll an evade check to get out of this entanglement. And fails. And this one will shoot Sir Quinlan, clearly. Scary Knight. And hits. Sir Quinlan will just take it as a knight. And it's going to glance off your armor. Clang!
Foolish goblins.
I would like... Do you want me to roll Omvar or should I? A critical injury on you. Because you just took one. Because you're down to 0 hit points.
Yeah, how do I roll it?
Combat and damage. Severe injury. Let's see now. Yeah, go into the rollable tables tab and click the rules folder and the combat and damage folder and then severe injury. Deep wounds. What does that mean? Okay, description. Bane on all skills based on strength or agility. Every roll against such skill inflicts a d6 damage. Okay then, healing time is 2d6 days. Yeah, that one sits solidly. We're gonna do death rolls for you in the turns coming up. Da da da. That's the first time we do that for this group. Will Omvar die? He is unconscious. He can't do anything this turn. Aethuin, there is a way to help him.
There is? How do I do this?
Oh, absolutely. When you have been damaged like this, so damage, when you have 0 HP, another person next to you can save your life with a successful healing roll. Without bandages, they get a bane to the roll. It counts as an action. Multiple attempts are allowed.
We have all the bandages.
I have
Yes.
I have bandages. I have
Yes,
bandages.
so you can step up to him. Whoop, like so.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. And roll a heal check. And Grody is giving you the bone, right? You have is that on all attack rolls or just all rolls? All rolls, yes. So
Great.
your healing check will also have a roll. A bone.
I'll need this because my healing is pretty terrible.
Yep. Ah, so close.
We're gonna push. We're gonna go with angry this time.
That makes sense.
There we go.
Boom!
Look at that.
With a dragon. Omvar is not going to die. And Omvar gains... You have saved his life. He recovers a d6 hit points.
Great. That's what we needed.
Yep. d6 hit points. 4. Omvar fell. But Omvar, as you're lying there on the ground, you're like, ah! As Aethuin, what are you doing to make him come up again and stand up?
Like grabbing his arm and helping him up, I guess, or
That makes sense. Ooh, so woozy. Did you want to use the rest of your movement to anything?
I should not be standing in the doorway where I can get shot.
That is perhaps a good idea. Also, you now have 1 bandage less than you used to have, so...
Okay. Here.
You now have 9 bandages instead of 10.
I'm sure glad we had those.
Yep.
That would have gone poorly otherwise.
Yep. Should Grody keep blowing his bugle? I think he should, right? He's quite helpful that way. I'm gonna move him up there, just so he can also... Because he has... Well, his healing is also terrible, but it's a thing that... he could roll for it when needed. But right now, he just keeps blowing that bugle. Everybody kill the goblins, basically. And so Alphelia will try. She will run 1, 2, 3, 4... 5. She gets right up to this one. Big mistake from Goblin. Goblin didn't see her coming. Goblin might regret that. She even has a short bow, so she can attack on ranged attacks too. But this time, she's gonna attack with her Morning Star and just smack this goblin hard. And this goblin has no actions because they all spent their actions on attacking Omvar. So damage it will be. And 13. Yeah, that's one dead goblin. Splat. She just smacks it in the head again, and the goblin is just absolutely dead immediately. Okay, and that was it for the turn. Alphelia draws terrible initiative cards. Alright, this goblin... You know, this is getting a bit iffy for the goblins. This is definitely not the fight they wanted. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shoot Alphelia. She is very scary. She just killed one of them. That's a hit. And... Really? Really? 2 points? Clang! Just glances off her armor. Grody will keep blowing his bugle. This is the last turn he can do it. He's so tired now. Umvar, you're up.
Since the roots thing seemed to work well, I will do the roots again on this one that I can see.
Very well. You need to be within 5 squares of it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which means you have to run up here at the very least. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for you, and you'll have 2 movement left afterwards.
Oh, no, in that case, I don't think it's worth the risk. I'll pull back completely out of sight, and I can do healing on myself, yeah?
Let's see. What does it say? You can use the spell on yourself, yes. But you can only do that... Oh, you're dropping your quiver again?
Yeah.
All right.
Drop it.
Roll your heal wounds, because, yeah, you are in pain, aren't you?
Which one's better? Heal wounds is better than treat wounds, yeah?
Heal wounds does D8 per level, and treat wounds does D6 per level. Your heal wound will also heal 1 non-permanent severe injury, so the deep wound you just took will be healed if you use a heal wound instead of a treat wound.
And I get a boon for Grody.
Absolutely. You're just inspired by that amazing bugle. You feel like a hero, and look at you go. You will heal... Nice! You're completely healed up in every way, shape, and form, and you don't even have the critical injury anymore. I would love them to add, like, an object thing for, like, critical injuries, but they haven't for some reason. They have that in all the other Free League games. You just add it as an item, and it adds to the... But not in this case. But it doesn't matter, because you've healed it. Okay. The goblin that wants to fight Sir Quinlan to run away from Sir Quinlan will try to evade Sir Quinlan. Because Sir Quinlan is a scary fella. And nope! Very stuck. Very stuck. Yeah, you're just... Please just punch, aren't you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just enough to get up to the next goblin here for Alphelia. She's cleaning out goblins here, folks. She's cleaning them out. Oh, that was so close to a 1. And then it was a 19. Very sad. Happens. Okay, then. Okay, let's go 1. No, I'm gonna do shoot Alphelia with a bow. Miss completely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that. Aethuin, you saved Umvar's life.
Yes. Alright. Is it an action to switch my weapon to the bow?
Nope.
Okay.
All the weapons that you have at hand, you can. It's a free action. If they're in the backpack, then yes, you'd have to use an action to get them.
Alright. What's these arrows?
It's just to indicate that his bow is actually broken, so I remember that.
Okay. Since Ophelia is dealing with that one over there, I'll attack this one.
Yeah. Arrow flying through the air. And hitting. Evade! Succeeding! The arrow misses. Just barely.
nice.
You have more movement if you want to use it.
I'm just gonna pop right back to where I was before.
That works. Well, this goblin here will try to run somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess. That's about it. Sir Quinlan, you can do something. You can attack captive audience, as it were. You know what? I
One
need to check.
actually hit it, yes.
A very captive audience.
Hit the other one if I move here.
What was that?
Can I hit the other one if I move here?
You can move down here. And yeah, absolutely. For once, someone is in range of your flabby feet.
Yeah.
And it's used its action too, so it's not going to be able to evade you in any way.
Time to smash the hammer.
Ah! Hammer smash!
Still a boon, right?
Yes, you have a boon. It's a heavy warhammer. And you hit, so feel free to roll the damage. Splasho.
Oh wait, I
Wait,
rolled the
why
wrong
did you
thing.
roll- yeah.
I used hammers instead of heavy warhammers, so that's the...
What? Oh, I see. Yeah, you should... But you hit with a check, so it's fine. So click on your 2d10 damage instead of... So the damage is... Yeah, it's fine. Go on your main tab and just click the damage 2d10.
Just do this.
Yeah. And then you can add another d6 because you do, you know, extra damage. Why did you add a +2 to it? It's not +2. It's just 2d10. Anyway, 9.
I don't know why I did that.
15 plus 2. Okay, so it's going to be 17 total damage anyway. How do you destroy this thing?
Smash that on its head really hard, so it just totally gets crumpled into nothing.
Oh my god. You're about the same size as the goblin, but you swing that heavy warhammer and the head is smashed like a melon. And then it falls over dead. There's no more head on that goblin.
The other stuck goblin that can't run away. Menacingly.
Menacingly, yes. Alright, so here we have a goblin and it's gonna run away! Run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, and 10. It gets out. Yay. It does not want to stay here because y'all are scary. I need to get out of this thing. Oh, it has a boon on the evade check because you only did a, like... Haha! It finally did it! It's no longer stuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Run away! I forgot that entirely, that it actually has a boon on the evade check, because you used a power level 1 on the ensnaring. If you do a power level higher, it's going to be harder and harder for it. So I guess it could have evaded that earlier. Okay, this guy is out. Bye. Aethuin! I have a feeling they're going to get away, possibly, unless you want to shoot at one of them that is trying to get away right now, but yeah.
I've been looking for an excuse to be thin-skinned, and I'm mad about them attacking us in the first place.
Fair.
1, 2, 3, 4. That should still be in range, right?
Oh yeah, it's in range.
All right.
You're not gonna let them go, is what you're saying?
No.
No. That's a
Even if
hit.
they do get... The ones that have got out, Onvar's got hunting instinct, so we could chase after them.
Yes, you can. Roll damage. 7 in
8.
total. 8. Yeah, but it has leather armor, so it's 7.
Oh, 7. Yeah.
Oof. Ah! It squeaks. It has an arrow sticking out of its side. Well, Ophelia can't catch up with it, little rotters, because it's too far away, but she can shoot an arrow, just like you could. So she will do that. She's very bad with shooting an arrow, but she gets a boon thanks to Grody's bugle. Nope, that's a miss, unfortunately. Very close, but a miss. Grody can no longer keep blowing the bugle. He will run out here. He's out of willpower points. He's just so tired. He can take a round rest, though. So he's going to do that. He recovers a d6 willpower points, which is enough to start blowing the bugle for next turn. Sir Quinlan, you cannot catch up with any of these creatures.
I guess
Very
the hammer
sad.
is a bit too heavy to throw either, so
Yeah, it certainly is.
I guess I'll just run behind it as fast as I can.
Yep. Ah! If you win the initiative next turn, maybe you'll be able to end it. Umvar.
Now, Omvar will come down the stairs, pick up his bow, and pick up the arrows.
Yep,
And,
that's going to be one action actually to pick up the quiver. So you can move seven squares. So there you are. You cannot attack this turn because you've picked up your quiver. Yeah, let's just hope that we get better initiative. We did not. Okay. One Goblin Scout is out of here. Bye. And the other one is hurting a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. Yeah, it's going to actually make a dash for it. And it's going to get away. And that will end our story, our combat, and our session for this time. Because I'm looking at the clock and it is definitely time. Thank you for anyone who tuned in. Don't forget to follow the channel for updates and click on the subscribe button and everything. Pray to the gods. And we will meet you next week for more